Hey everyone, welcome to Halfling Wizard Productions as we do a Jurassic Park one shot tonight. I am Kel, also known as the Celtic Wyvern King, currently the head of engine operations for this one shot. We're gonna go ahead and go around and say who you are, who you're playing, and what's just one thing you're kind of hoping to happen in this one shot. We're just gonna pick random corner. Let's go with Fortain.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Fortain. I shall be playing Willard Bernadotte, here to retrieve some data from some lost hard drive or something or other. I'm looking forward to having some fun with the new system that I've never played before.
All right, cool. And let's go ahead and go opposite corner to Dan. Muted.
I'm Dan Sebastian. I'll be playing Stephen J. Sorkin and just an Ingen exec trying to get to exec. And I'm excited to shoot at some dinos.
I think if you have to shoot at them, things have gone very wrong.
Well, we'll see.
All right, we'll go ahead and go up from Dan there and go to Nick.
Hi, everybody. I'm Nick. Tonight I'll be playing the part of InGen Officer Alexander Wall, and all Alexander Wall wants is to complete the mission, no matter the cost. Take that as however you want to.
All right, and last but not least, Niles.
Yeah, I'm Henry. I will I will be playing Niles Rumple, and if I had a brother, it would be Rumple Niles Kin. But anyways, I'm hoping somebody has to wrangle a dinosaur and ride that thing.
Again, if that happens, I'm pretty sure the mission has gone horribly wrong. Just a couple of housekeeping bits though for Halfling Wizard. One, if you like what you see, make sure to hit that follow button. We always appreciate when we get a new follower. Same thing too with subscribing. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And we are doing a fundraiser this month, which is for, let me look over here because sadly I don't have it memorized. I'm a bad mod. It's for the National Stuttering Association. So if you want to be able to help a good cause, when you go under the subscribe option, it does have an option to donate to the charity as well. Ooh, excuse me, it's been a long day. I was supposed to be off. I had to go to work because everyone's getting sick. Yeah, but like I said, those are main things for that part. I'll say the rest of the stuff for the end. But we're going to go ahead and jump into this. So everyone has pretty much been brought together and been briefed as they're heading to Isla Sorna, aka Site B, one of the islands of about 80, I think it was 87 miles, what it said, about 87 miles off the coast of Isla Nublar. As we all know, Isla Nublar was kind of like the showcase room. Site B, Isla Sorna, was the factory, is the way Hammond put it in the second film. As they are going to a facility that is, for the most part, on the outside ring, so thankfully it won't be as dangerous as it would, as we saw the one facility in the other films, where they literally have raptors every other corner, to recover some hard drives that have been stored there. As at this point, because we're saying this in 2003, Ingen has been bought out by the Masrani Group. So this is still before Jurassic World, but it is after Jurassic Park 3, to kind of give you guys an idea of where we're at. So it is now the morning of. You guys are about to board the ship that will take you about as close as you can to the island before you have to take the helicopter in. So, what are you guys doing?
I believe Willard is going through the list of supplies that we need, types of computers that we're going to have to deal with. Oh, Unix systems, perennial favorites, but who knows what kind of legacy software we're going to have to put together after all of this. Mergers and buyouts and such. Of course, they want it all done by Friday.
Steven is holding onto the rails of the side of the ship, puking. He's like, "Oh, I hate ships so much. Why did I have to go on this blasted thing?" As he's holding onto the rail, he has a very tight grip on his black chrome suitcase that he always has on his side.
Okay.
I think now might be beside Steven holding his proverbial hair back if he needs a hand holding on to that giant hat or something like the likes. Probably saying something maybe not encouraging, but friendly, like, so where's your sign? or something horrible.
I think. Oh, good.
No, you go.
Alexander has already been up for 3 hours. He did his One Punch Man style 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and is walking out onto the deck of the boat, just a giant cup of coffee, sunglasses.
Oh, great! You brought me my coffee.
No, this is my coffee.
Could you go get me one?
Could I go get you your coffee? Who do you think you are?
Can I make a manipulation roll?
Oh,
Sure, let's go and get our first roll of the night out of the way. This ought to go well.
For coffee.
it's the best reason, really.
Mhm.
Best reason. So let's see. I tapped it, but
Well, when you click on it, it's going to ask if you need to add any extra dice. If you don't need to, just hit OK and it'll do the roll.
okay.
But it's going to go off. It won't account for your talent.
Okay, right.
So what I would say is do a manual command
Okay.
of / roll, and then was it 66?
Okay, so 66. On the roll menu? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or actually, easier way to do it because your empathy is less is let me try something real quick.
That
That works too. Yeah, 2 successes. Okay, but I'm going to give you a chance to kind of save yourself there, Alex. Really no skill, just be an ability roll. I'll let you choose to test your luck. You can do empathy or wits. One success. All right. Yeah. So I mean, he got one more than you. So yeah, he's you're like tough fight. It's probably because you rolled the empathy. It's because you feel a little sorry for him because the fact he's been puking his guts up.
2 creamers, 1 sugar, please.
As he turns around to head to where the coffee bar is set up, he's just gonna puke it up over the edge. God damn it!
It's going to be worse
Yeah, it's not
coming
gonna
up
taste
than it does
good.
go down.
He finds the smallest paper cup and puts coffee, 2 creamers, and walks it over and just hands it to you like a thimble.
just chugs it. Not drinking any. Sorkin is definitely a man that drinks majority coffee than water. And he just drinks it like it's water. Oh, thank God.
That settle your stomach, did it?
Yeah, that'll get me going until we hit land.
Yeah.
Shakes his head and walks away.
Yeah. Which it'll take y'all a good 7 hours to get there to the part where you have to depart by helicopter.
He's as Benjamin walks around, you can actually see there's a domestic short-haired cat that kind of like follows him around. And when he's standing still, the cat will kind of like jump up and perch onto his shoulder. It's a little smaller cat. He's just looking at the cat, and he's just like, I bet you could hold your coffee more than he could. Walks back inside the boat.
Please tell me he did not bring his pet to an island populated with dinosaurs. I certainly hope they leave them there, here on the boat, before we go there.
Well, you
I
never
mean,
know.
it might be a good luck charm.
Also, might be a canary.
I would rather not see that happen, thank you.
Is it Black Cat?
Better him than me.
Yes. We'll say most of the trip goes uneventful. Probably about 2 hours before you hit the part where you're going to depart by helicopter. All of you are going to get summoned to a conference room. Just for a final brief. And in the room, you see this man, probably about, he's about average height, a little bit on the bigger side. I actually had to look up to make sure he was part of the company this time, which works perfectly. It is Victor Hoskins, which for those of you who watched Jurassic World, he was the one who wanted to use the raptors as soldiers. He's bringing so to take seat, and he'll, again, just brief you where you're going to helicopter in, mainly point to you there, Niles, since because you're the pilot. Yeah, you're the pilot. How to make sure I get people mixed up again. Your helicopter to the facility, and he'll point on the map where it is. You're to gather the hard drives and then make it back here. You guys will only have 48 hours to get this done. Because at that point, the official Masrani Group is going to come in and start, kind of like, this is essentially they're prepping for Jurassic World at this point.
Don't worry, we'll be in and out like bandits. But I mean, of course, it's our own stuff.
He just looks you up and down and go like, because he can tell you're still completely seasick.
Do we happen to know what the hard drives are stored in? Are they in computer towers? Are they ready for transport? Do we have any sort of intel about that?
Before the storm hit the islands, they got put into a secure lockbox, so they are ready for transport. You got to get into the lockbox, get them out, get them here.
Any sort of codes or keys or any other security measures we need to worry about for these lockboxes?
Keys located in the security office about 3 doors down from where they're located.
Niles is going to inquire about the specific make and model of this helicopter, just so he can acquaint himself with the... You don't need to know those things, but he's curious about what exactly he's going to be flying.
Now I got to look this up now.
I mean, I don't know, so...
All right, we're going to say it's the same one from the first Jurassic Park, which was the AW-109.
Oh, yeah. No trouble at all.
Any other questions?
No,
What sort of resistance are we expecting on this mission, as far as local inhabitants?
Well, the facility is on the outer ring, so for the most part, you shouldn't have any resistance. But we never know with these animals.
Well, I always like to prepare for the worst, so... Is there anything of note that we should know? Maybe, movements, any eyes on the island that we have? Cameras, satellites?
As of right now, thermal readings are showing that most of the animals are staying in their own territories. But as we know, nothing stays the same. Look what happened last time Ingen came here.
With all due respect, they weren't led by me, though, so...
Yeah, they were led by one of the best game hunters, though. If it wasn't for... And Hoskins is not even going to try and remember the dude's name. The Ingen corporate dude. What was it? Ludlow. That's what it was. He's not going to try and remember Ludlow's name. Like, one for that asinine... Probably would have gone a lot better.
We should be in and out relatively quickly. I try not to underestimate unexplored areas, but 48 hours should be more than enough.
Yeah, you'll have a sat phone with you, so once you have it, you can radio or you can call us back, let us know that you're on the way. because we won't be able to stay close by for the helicopter the whole time, just due to these waters being restricted.
Understood.
All right, go ahead and do your final checks, and he's just going to walk out of the room.
Take out my hand radio, make sure the batteries are fully charged. Take a quick peek through the med kit, make sure I've got everything I need here. I'm about as ready as I'm going to be. And they offered this as a vacation back at the office. This is going to be interesting.
Have you been to any of these islands?
Not personally, no. I've heard the stories, fantastical as they could be, but we'll see what we see.
You do understand that people have died on these islands.
Yes, people die in forests, die in lakes, die in rivers, mountains all the time.
Yeah, it's pretty.
You're here to protect us.
I'm here to complete the mission. Let's make that clear. I'm here to complete the mission. You guys need to keep up with me.
The more of us there are, the easier it will be to complete the mission.
And I chose him a lot more to get the information off the computers than Alexander. Just saying.
Oh, I'm not a technical person by any means, but I do get missions done. So, yeah, if you guys, I'm here to get you guys to where you need to go, get your computers, and then get you out.
Nothing's gonna stand between me and the pay raise. So we'll see who keeps up with who. Drinks another coffee.
Oh God.
How many has Steven had since they left port?
Yes.
Fair. Okay.
He's got Camelback.
He starts drinking some water too, in between sips.
You do know coffee is a diuretic, right? He's
It'll
watching you drink this coffee after coffee. It's like, just saying.
It'll be fine. We'll be in a forest.
At that, he's just going to get up and go back to his quarters and start packing up his stuff.
What with the rest of y'all? What are y'all doing? Because you still have about another, 2 hours before you're able to take off.
Probably walk over to Niles. So how familiar are you with the helicopter that we're going to be taking over there? You going to be able to pilot it pretty okay?
Oh yeah, I've flown just about everything. That's a pretty common helicopter model, so it shouldn't be any big deal. I could probably land that thing just about anywhere you want. And if we need to figure out some sort of different way off the island, I could probably drive whatever that would be too.
Fair enough. I would think we'd probably try and pick some easier landing spots, although given the terrain, easy may be relative. But
I'm just saying, if there's a storm, sometimes you can't get all super picky on where you perch it.
Very true.
What about you? So you're out here on vacation?
Well, they marketed it as a vacation. More of just the idea of, while you're out here, can you do a little favor for us? Sure, why not? It gets me out from behind the desk. So, here I am.
Sounds good. I'm just here checking off one little part of the map I haven't flown in yet. So, I guess we're kind of in the same boat that way, literally.
Looks around. Just nods.
All right. What about Steven? What's Steven doing at this point?
Steven is he's got his Armani suitcase just on the desk as he's just making sure that his his kind of like waiter kind of boots are like just fitted on his each pants leg. He's like, all right, good as new. That should be fine. Starts just drinking some more water, just holding onto the desk in his room. And he comes outside, just looking for everybody else.
Yeah, we'll say enough time's passed, so you guys are all getting ready to take off. Niles is going through, pre-checklist or pre-flight, along with the co-pilot. And I was saying, pretty much everything looks good to go. So you guys end up taking off, and the weather's surprisingly really good. Like, hardly any clouds in sight for the most part until you get close to the island, but nothing that would cause any flight issues. I'm assuming you're all buckled up, right, everyone?
Oh yeah, buckled up, satchel. I mean, not satchel. Is flap.
Alexander's going to go around person to person to make sure they're all buckled up first, and then he's going to sit down and buckle himself up.
Okay. And actually, you know what? Just for shits and giggles here.
Woo-hoo.
So find out. So Alex, you have two of the same ends for your belt.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a creative bone in his body, so he's just gonna like grab one and grab the other and just hold them. He doesn't do the Grant thing where he ties them in and out. He's sitting there holding like this is clearly the logical solution to this problem.
All right. Well, as you guys are flying, once you get close to the island, you actually do get some dense cloud cover. So, Niles, I need you to give me a piloting check.
All right. So, what do I roll for that? Piloting is 3.
Yeah,
And
so it's going to be your skill and the ability it falls under.
Okay. So agility. Okay.
Yeah, so you're going to roll. So, like, what's your pilot? Well, actually, I got your sheet here. That's right. Hold on.
Yeah, I got 8. Looks like.
Yeah, so you're going to roll 8d6, and for every 6 you get, that's a success. But if you don't get any successes and you roll a 1, that's a failure, and you get a stress die, or you get a stress marker.
Okay. 1 6, no 1s.
All right, that's fine. I mean, as long as you got 6, the 1's wouldn't have mattered anyway. It was only if you rolled no successes and got a 1, then you'd have to worry. So you're able to, you're able to do pretty well through the cloud cover. As you come out, though, you see dead ahead, there are 3 flying creatures flying at you.
Oh, geez. All right. Y'all might want to hold on.
What do you plan on doing?
Well, okay. You said they're coming at me like directly towards the aircraft, or
Yeah.
what are we talking here?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
they're flying straight path.
And is it safe to assume that these are flying dinosaurs, or are they some other?
Oh, yeah,
sort of being?
you're able to see these are pteranodons.
All right. Niles has never faced a pteranodon in mid-air combat before, but he's going to give it his best shot. I think his probably first strategy is to kind of do a little bit of a chicken maneuver, and then do, like at the last moment, do like a duck under to swoop down under the creatures.
Okay, go ahead and give me another piloting.
All right. 5, 6, 8. All right, so I got 3 1s, but I didn't get a 6.
You did or didn't?
I did get 1 6.
Okay.
We're heading right for him.
Yeah. So
That's not a blender.
So you're able to get it for the most part, but when you go to dive down, you actually clip one of the pteranodon's legs,
Okay, that's good.
and your rotor got shot.
That is not good.
Like you're able to stay afloat. You're not going to come crashing down, but you ain't staying in the air for long.
Yeah, I think at that point, I mean, he's just looking for a safe as possible landing spot, as close to our mark as he can get. So
Okay.
he's
Yeah, I mean, you're able with that. I'll still let you ride the success there. You're able to get to the landing spot pretty fine, but before that, the rest of you, what are you doing when you hear the whole "hold on to something"?
I wish I was back on the boat.
Hold on to your coffee.
He's just smiling.
Willard is just holding on for dear life because not much he can do right now. He ain't in the pilot seat.
Yeah. And then how do y'all react as he's like swerving right before he tries to do the dive down? You feel the turbulence, not knowing what happened.
I think
That's not good.
yes. I think he's panicking. He's like, we're headed there. And then as he ducks, he's like, oh. And then yes, it hits, motors going, and he's like, do you mean to do that?
absolutely.
Well, you did it gracefully.
All right. Yeah, but like I said, you're able to land. You know, it's a little bumpy on the landing, but nothing that's going to cause any harm to anyone.
Yeah,
That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, since Alex, you were holding on, like literally just holding your belts like this. Give me a just strength roll. All right, no successes. Did you want to push it, or do you want to or just take it?
I'm gonna push it.
All right. Still nothing, and so. But hey, you didn't roll a 1 on the stress die, so at least that was the thing. Yeah, so you end up getting jostled around a bit. Like you're still not hurt or anything, but after it lands, you're like, oh, okay. Next time, I'm getting an actual belt type reaction.
Everybody okay? Everybody in one piece?
Steven gets on all fours on the ground. He's like, I'm never leaving you again.
You're going to have to if you want to get off here.
Well, I know now.
Now it's going to do a once over like of the rotor. Is this something that needs to be repaired, or is this something that we're just going to need to find a different aircraft?
Give me a.
I have heavy machinery.
Yeah, I will say that's what it would be. Actually, I'll let you choose between heavy machinery or observation.
I get more dice with observation, so I'll do that.
Yeah, I'll let you do either one.
So no successes, no ones.
All right, cool. So, yeah, I mean, as far as you can tell, yeah, you're not going to be able to fix this at all. Like, it's pretty much shot. And as y'all take in your surroundings, you see you're on a cliff edge. And even though it's grown over, you actually can see what looks like 2 sets of tire tracks from where someone got dragged through the mud. As there's a forest dead ahead of you.
I did say it was not a blender. Thank you for putting us down in somewhat one piece. Appreciated.
Yeah, I wasn't exactly sure the best mode to do there.
Maybe next time not fly directly at the beasts.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Not play chicken with things that are part chicken.
While we're in the air, specifically?
This would have been great advice when it was happening.
You're the pilot, my friend. I could not go up there. Is the co-pilot okay?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Listen, all planes, all helicopters come down eventually. And it's up to the pilot to make sure they come down with everybody alive. He's going to turn to him. He's very, like, everyone can hear, thank you for landing us so we're all alive. And gets really close. He's like, you do shit like that again, I'm going to make you regret it. Pats you on the back like he just gave you a big compliment.
I think Niles is just gonna pretend he didn't hear the second half, even though he's probably quivering in his boots. It's like, yeah, you're welcome.
Comes by, pats Niles too. Don't worry, he's like that, everybody. Walks by too.
All right. So, what do you guys do? Because you know you're definitely not at the facility.
Are there any supplies that we can find in the helicopter to take with us?
Oh yeah, because you had at least 2 days to get the mission done. They made sure you had supplies.
We want to leave
Pilot.
these here or start divvying them up and taking them with us?
Let's divvy him up. We don't know if we're gonna our outaway is gonna be anywhere close here.
Yeah, this bird is not getting back up in the air as far as I can tell. So
You can't fix it?
not
Not
as far as I can tell.
Probably not in a day and a half.
Well, the co-pilot's going to stay back to take a look at it and and see what they can do.
Okay.
All right, everyone grab your gear, everything you can take with you. Remember, secure it on your waist. Don't let your shoulders carry the weight. Hydration, dry socks, all that jazz.
Thanks, Dad. I appreciate it.
You see, as you say that, he unzips his backpack and the just maybe like a 4-inch gap in the top, and the cat comes out and sits on his shoulder.
God damn it.
That is not going to be okay. I'm simply going to tell you right now, that is not going to be okay.
I trust him more than I trust you. So, Pants here has my back. Okay?
You say your cat's name is Pants?
Yeah.
And he's Boots.
Are you talking to me about me?
Well, you were checking your boots from your briefcase, boots and pants.
Okay, funny guy over here. More like Smarty Pants. All right.
Who has the map?
I was like, you do. You got the GPS tracker.
Okay. So he pulls it out. And he's going to try and find the direction they need to go to get to the facility.
Yeah, I mean, you're able to see it. It's about half a day to a day's walk, depending on the terrain.
Yikes.
Okay. I'm going to lead the way. You guys follow in line behind me. If you notice anything odd, call it out. Stay as quiet as you can.
Is there any copy? Is there any extra gear in the helicopter for us to take? Like,
I mean, there's flashlights for everyone. Obviously, there's rations, water skins, or canteens because we're not medieval. If you didn't have at least a sidearm, there is a sidearm for everyone. But I think everyone chose a sidearm as an item in this anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, one person did. So cool. You got a Beretta.
Say, pilot, you keep safe. Watch your back.
Yeah, he's
All
gonna
right.
put a thumbs up
Sure.
because he's already trying to work on everything. And we got a prediction from Will. He said that cat will save all your lives as Dino Kibble.
Puts his pack on.
Alex will die before his cat dies.
All right, you guys gonna start walking?
Yep. Yeah, he's GPS out, leading the way.
All right. Go ahead and give me, since you're leading the pack here, give me survival.
Oh, the one thing I have 0 in. That makes sense.
You got a success though. So with that one, yeah, you're able to tell you're on the right path. It is going to take you somewhat more inward toward the center of the island, but you're on the right path.
As he's walking, he's kind of like, oh, on the rim of the island, huh? Okay.
Hey, they said it was kind of on the outside rim. They didn't say it was on the outside rim. And I'd probably say a couple hours into your walk, you're just going to hear.
Who's got the phone?
Take out my hand radio. Is the hand radio?
No, it's a sat phone in Alex's bag.
Pull the sat phone out. Beep. This is Wall.
I was like, everything good? Your helicopter fell off a little bit sooner than expected off radar.
Yeah, our pilot decided to play chicken with some prehistoric chickens. You completely stealing Steven's joke.
Yeah, Hoskins, because that's what you could tell it was Hoskins when he answered. He goes, just get the damn drives, and he just hangs up.
Cop. Oop, hate that guy.
After giving you all nearly a heart attack with the ringtone. Yeah, and after a bit more walking, though, you come to a little bit of a clearing, and all of you can see this as you just see a herd of Triceratops moving through the clearing and grazing. And for some of you, this is probably the first time you've seen literally seen a live dino.
He's gonna signal for everyone to stop and then drop.
Just walk past, being like, just like my aunt talked about. They're magnificent.
Could you please get down before those things come after us? I know they're not meat eaters, but still, something may be chasing them.
Does it look like they're just grazing?
Yeah, they're not like, you can tell they're not being defensive. They're not like taking any. They're not like positioning themselves ready to charge or something. They're literally just chowing down like prehistoric cows.
I think if we just stay in the tree line, we'll be fine. They're just grazing like cows. Stampede comes whether or not they see us. Hey, if they're running, that's when we start running too.
They're running. Chances are we don't have any time left.
Exactly.
No, I mean, there's no reason to run. They're faster than us, and whatever's chasing them is faster than them.
Well, I mean, if I'm faster than you guys, I feel like I'll be all right too.
Well, that's a hell of a thing to say.
Hey, we're all here trying to finish a mission.
Are you out here trying to find a pet or what?
Why are you here again? Like you said, your aunt.
Yes, my aunt was Laura Sorkin. She worked on Isla Nublar.
Okay. So you're trying to ride your aunt's curtails to
No, it's not
an executive position.
It's not an nepotism thing. I've loved dinosaurs since I was growing up, and we kind of had a bad name after the incident, and so I've kind of been shoehorned into this grunt work to kind of make up for past sins. An exec position would be a nice push towards perhaps maybe going towards her dreams of open up an island, but as a preservation.
You do know that there's dinosaurs that can fly, right?
Well, the thing is, as long as they, they had that gene where if they were not in their natural biome enough, they would die out. So,
But they also had a gene where they were all female until they weren't.
right.
So I'm just saying, keeping a bunch of animals that existed tens of millions of years ago on an island, that's just a recipe for disaster. I say we, if I was in charge, I'd just glass the entire island. That's just me.
Well, I don't think we're in either positions to be making those decisions. But everybody's got assholes, just like opinions. Yeah. Just starts walking.
He usually shakes his head. Okay, let's follow the tree line.
Yeah, and as you guys keep on going, you see the Triceratops, they just keep on moving as they're grazing. No sign of, oh crap type deal. I will say, though, probably about, definitely once they're out of eyesight and they're like not really near you, you still hear. And you can tell it's a good distance away, so you're safe, but that, there's definitely predators around. Oh, hydrate.
Hydrate? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Thank you, Lisa.
yep. So, there's definitely a T-Rex near.
Okay.
It's definitely a few miles back, but it's near.
Hopefully it gets wind of those things before it does of us.
Yeah, whatever speed Niles was walking at is a lot quicker now.
Yeah, I've got Steven's definitely got a pep in his step as well.
Hey, where are you going? I thought you wanted to watch the dinosaurs.
I was gonna say, did Steven use the bathroom before they took off?
I feel
All the
like
coffee they drank.
after the helicopter, it was already time to go. So he would have definitely taken a second to relieve himself.
Okay, fair. I just figured I'd double check that.
As he pretty much really held it together to not let the the crash make him relieve himself. He was like, all right, I gotta go.
Okay, cool. No, I just figured I'd double check.
Mm-hmm.
This is not your territory. Please do not start marking it.
Thanks, Doctor. I appreciate that.
All right, and you say you did that just after the crash before you all started walking, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, but you guys are able to keep on going. Again, you can definitely tell you're moving toward the interior of the island still. You're still not that much, you're nowhere near the center of the island still, but you are definitely moving a little bit more toward the interior, almost like the second ring if you're to split them up into 3 rings.
So it's been a few hours.
Yeah, it's been a few hours at this point.
Okay. How's everyone doing? Sound off.
I'm here.
Nervous as heck, but I'm here.
Doing all right.
Willard's just keeping an eyes and ears out for whatever may be some sort of, creature sneaking up upon us as best as he can. Not knowing what it would sound like, but worth trying.
Yeah, I mean, because these things don't really sneak up, you do see what looks like. You do see one looks about the size of a chicken, as it just kind of almost chirps at you.
I want nothing to do with that. Let's keep going, please.
And as you're walking, another one pops up, and another.
Make yourself bigger than a bear.
Would they know what a bear is? No. I'm sticking next to Alexander, just trying to be like, boy.
And they're all kind of
Well,
chirping
I'm
almost
there.
in unison.
Yeah, I think my weapon's drawn, but I don't know what to do with it. So I'm just following the lead of everybody else at this point.
Pulls
Do they
out.
seem to be looking? Oh, sorry.
He pulls out his M1911 too, while still holding the suitcase in his other hand. He's like, "All right, if they make on us, we make some ground chicken."
Do they seem to be mostly looking at us or towards some other thing?
No, mainly looking at y'all. It's mainly looking at y'all, and you kind of see like something kind of have their heads tilted to the side, almost like they're studying you.
Oh no.
Okay, so any more of those pop up, sound off.
All right, are y'all just standing there though, or are y'all going to keep moving?
We keep on moving. I'm just
No,
walking.
we're moving.
All right,
Alex is
yeah,
trudging forward.
yeah. You see that they're kind of following you. Like they're not moving like any closer distance wise, but they're almost following you.
Nope.
They're like curious pups. Just ignore them and they'll go away.
And I'm actually wondering.
When they start growing in numbers, that we need to get worried.
Yep.
So what do we do when we need to start worrying?
We start taking some of them out. We gotta establish a pecking order.
Yeah, as you guys keep going, eventually they do disperse.
See what I say? Puts his revolver back into his holster and keeps walking.
Oh,
I hold on to my gun for a little bit longer, just in case.
Oh, fair.
do you have a better way to carry that briefcase in case you need to use both hands for that?
No, not really. But I am ambidextrous as he moves the briefcase to the other side, holds it.
Yeah. And funny enough, at this point, I want all of you to give me an observation. All right, one success. One success. God dang, that's a lot of dice.
You're a very observant person.
When it says dice to add, subtract,
Just you don't need to type anything in. That's only if you need to add extra dice.
Oh,
so
okay.
just hit submit. And why is my
Uh-oh.
camera frozen? God damn it!
I got a couple of ones here.
There we
So-
go. All right. Did you get any successes though?
No.
Cool. So you now have one stress.
Okay.
Because thankfully you don't get a stress for every one you roll in a roll. It's only if you get done that one roll.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Well, the three of you see what looks like a pulley system. And as you look up, you see it looks like there's something hiding up high.
Something.
Yeah, don't worry, not a dinosaur, don't worry.
No.
Like I said, you see a pulley system and then you look up and see this thing.
What the Sam hell?
Is it like a tether cable?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's literally like meant to hoist whatever that thing is up there and bring it down as well if you had the control.
Looks like something high that you could hide in, maybe?
Yep. Okay, I'm just gonna keep my camera off because it's being buggy.
Could be something that the previous folks who were here left behind. I don't know if it might be something useful in there or Something to simply make noise and ring the dinner bell.
I think Alex is going to try to mark on the GPS where this is just for information's sake.
Yeah. Well, you also notice it is now starting to get dark.
Yeah,
Ah,
maybe that's a good place to make camp.
can we use the pulley system to bring the thing down?
No, because the pulley system that you're seeing is more so for someone to like essentially like literally rappel down. To bring the thing itself down, you need to have the control switch. Which is if you guys want to, you guys can give me another observation.
Okay. I shall.
Definitely take a look around.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Okay. 3, dang. Yeah, Dan. I was like, Dan, you immediately noticed it, so.
I'm gonna observe her.
I was like, now, is any successes from you or?
No, nothing. I got 5s and 4s mostly.
Okay. Did you also roll your stress dice?
No, I didn't roll that.
Yeah, so because you have a stress point now, you need to roll 1 die for stress. And let me know if it's a 1 or not.
Yep, it is.
Panic roll time.
Oh, no.
So whenever you roll 1 or more 1s on your stress die in a skill roll, you must you can't push a roll. Instead, you have to roll for panic.
Okay.
And the way you do that is you're going to roll a d6 and you're going to add your stress die to that number.
Okay.
So, and by stress die, I mean like how many stress points you have. So you're only adding 1 to whatever you roll in the d6.
Okay. So that's probably not good because so that'd be a 7.
So 7, you now have a nervous twitch, your stress level, and the stress level of all friendly PCs in short range of you increase by 1. So all of you gain a stress level.
Oh boy.
Appreciate that.
Sorry.
You okay over there, Niles?
Yeah, because you literally see his hands is kind of like twitching. All right. But for Dan and Fortain, especially Dan, you immediately notice almost tucked behind a branch, there is a switch with an up and down button.
Do we chance trying to use these controls here?
Beats sleeping down here with those little critters.
Certainly true.
The thing I want is to wake up and get my eyes pecked out.
All right, here we go. Best of luck to us all. And we'll walk over to the controls and, after studying them for a moment, hit the down button.
Yep. And by some miracle, there is still power to this thing, and it starts creeping down.
Well, that's a show of good luck.
It's loud, but it's going down.
That was going to be my next question, is how loud is it?
Oh, it's definitely loud. But you get it down with no issue.
All right. Up we go.
Is there anything inside it before we all start climbing in?
Just a lot of vines and plants, just because where it's been something getting overgrown in.
Good betting, if nothing else, if we're going to spend the night here.
Yeah. So I'm assuming you all jump in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. All right. And I'm assuming you hit the up button. Cool. And it starts rising up, and it's still just as loud, if not a little louder, due to the extra weight.
Gonna
Nothing
slip
new
on
we were
my,
here before. They do now.
And once you guys pretty much get to the max height for it, you're pretty much going to be in the clear for the night. And you guys can actually see above the tree line to the east of you, you actually see a herd of Brachiosaurus feeding on the tall trees. Ooh, as the sun is still setting.
There's a brief moment of childlike wonder in Alexander's eyes before it's just masked by discipline.
How high up are we? And is this like metal or is this wood or what are we?
Oh, no,
what are we?
the thing you're in is made of metal.
Okay.
Essentially, what you found was the high hide from Lost World. And it's up high enough that probably the only thing that could reach you is a Brachiosaurus.
Gotcha.
Willard is kind of just enjoying the view for a moment, just kind of taking in the actuality of seeing these creatures around. This is certainly interesting, I'll give you that. If we make it out of here, this is going to be quite a memory. Alexander,
then-
you're allowed to enjoy the view.
With complete stoicism, he's just like, "This is the happiest I've been all week."
Duly noted.
And then to the north of you, what looks like another probably half day's march is the facility. You can actually see some of what's left of the buildings from where you are. And then, who is anyone looking in that direction for the most part? Like looking.
Yeah, I would.
All right,
For sure.
Steven is. Who else
Willard
is?
definitely is, because I'm taking
Willard.
notes as to like where we are compared to where it is.
All right,
Mhm.
Niles, were you looking too, or
Yeah.
you just go? Okay,
Yeah, I'm looking out, trying to get a feel for.
I'm assuming
we're
you are
looking
too,
at.
then Alex, or are you already just laying down?
Oh no, he's looking.
All right, you all can give me observation again. 2 successes, 4 successes, 1 success. And then
3 successes. Heck yeah.
nice.
Oh yeah.
And no ones on the stress die, right?
Nope.
No.
Okay. That's the important thing. So, I got to ask
Yep.
you, Roman.
Now I'm keeping track. I will let you know.
Yeah. And you did roll 2 stress dice this time, right?
Yep.
Cool. Making sure. No, because again,
Yeah,
I know not a lot of y'all haven't played this kind of system, so I just want to make sure that you guys are doing that part. Because it took me a bit to remember when I first started playing with this kind of system.
So is the orange one the stress die?
Yes.
Yeah, I got my orange
Okay.
dice for the stress. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, no. Damn, that's because on roll 20, they actually made the orange die on there, too. Funny enough.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
That
Perfect.
works too.
Oh, I
All
didn't
right.
see yours.
Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, so all y'all having multiple successes. You see it's a bit run down, but it looks like there's a helicopter at that facility. Just on the off chance that you guys can't get yours working.
Any chance
And
we
I
can
do
contact
have,
the co-pilot?
I
Have
mean,
him head towards it?
yeah, you guys have walkies, but it's also night, so he ain't moving anywhere,
Yeah, true.
especially solo.
I pull out my pocket watch with the fossil. I have like a little fossil engraving on it.
Yeah.
What time is it?
So the sun was setting, so we'll probably say it's about 7:30.
And when did we land?
You guys been walking for good 4 hours, so it's about 3 o'clock.
Okay, so we got 44 hours left. No, yeah, 44 hours left.
Well, you also didn't account for flight time.
Oh yeah, how long did that take?
You guys were in the air for about, I'd say, 2 hours. So you got about 42 hours. You still got plenty of time at the moment.
Plenty of time. All right, that's all. Steven's just mathing out in his head. He's like, all right, we got this.
Yeah.
We'll walk in the Jurassic Park.
Probably leave at first light just to make sure we have the best view of everything around us.
Niles
Yeah.
does have night vision goggles, so if we're planning on keeping any kind of watch, he'll share those.
I mean, you guys can see that you're high up enough that nothing's getting to you, except for
Okay.
maybe the flying, the pteranodons, but they're nowhere near.
Okay.
They have no reason to come this inland.
As we're sitting there, can I turn on my hand radio and just listen kind of low volume for a little bit just to see if, bless you.
Thank you.
See if there's any signals that happen to be being broadcast.
Sure. And if you want to see if you can catch any signal, you can roll me contact.
Sounds good. 2 successes.
Cool. Yeah, it's mainly just chatter from fishing vessels that are like still a good ways away from the island. That's about it. Some in English, some in Spanish.
Nothing sounds any sort of panicky or anything, distress calls, anything like that.
No, don't worry. You ain't hearing the co-pilot yelling bloody murder.
Good.
That would have been on y'all's actual radios.
I think after a couple minutes of that, he'll just kind of like turn the radio back off and just find whatever the comfiest bit of vine that he can and kind of drift off into sleep in vacation land.
All right. And are y'all doing a watch pattern or are y'all just all crashing?
I think Niles
I
is
think-
pretty nervous, so I think he's gonna maybe not keep a watch, but he's not gonna rest real easy.
Okay.
Steven sits down with the suitcase in his lap and just rests his head against a vine.
Niles, you're obviously pretty awake. So why don't you take first watch and wake me up when you're getting tired?
Yeah. I'll keep an eye out.
He's gonna sit his corner, and then the cat's gonna crawl out, lay on his chest, and start purring, sleeping on his chest.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll let her say, Niles, nothing really happens during your part. I'll probably say it's a good 6 hours longer you stay up before you end up waking up Alex saying like, yeah, no, my turn.
Yeah. I will try and bribe the cat with some rations. See if I can make a secondary friend.
You know what? Give me manipulation.
Oh gosh, okay. That's probably.
And
not
then
very
what I'll
good.
have you do, Nick, for your cat is roll probably empathy or wits against it.
Oh my god, this is so bad. Why
What'd you roll?
Why do you bring this up? I got a 1 on the dice and then 2 1s on the stress dice.
So okay, so you definitely get another stress, and now you got to roll panic roll again.
Oh my gosh! All right.
Actually, let me make sure I'm reading that because the odds of that freaking happening.
2 creamers, 1 sugar.
Yeah, no, I mean I'm not seeing anything here. Yeah, so
Yeah.
roll a d6 and add 3 to it, I guess.
Oh my gosh, this is so dumb. Why can't I roll the good rolls before that? So that's a 9.
That's a 9.
That's a 9.
Okay, what are you carrying right now?
My Magnum, the night vision goggles, and whatever gear we took. So the water and food and stuff.
Yeah. So as you try to bribe it, just due to your twitch from earlier, you end up dropping what you're going to bribe the cat with.
Okay.
And it falls through the bottom of because it's not a solid floor; it's like graded.
Sure.
It falls through down to the floor.
That could definitely have been worse.
Yeah, it could have been. Because that was dropped item. Whether by stress, confusion, or the realization that you're all going to die anyway, you drop a weapon or other important item. I decide which, and you also increase your stress by 1 again.
Again, so oh my god.
Yeah. So that's the thing with the alias system. It ain't hard to build stress.
And how do we remove stress?
So for like longer stuff, it'd be like talking to your buddy, use like your anchor essentially.
Okay.
But also because you're about to rest, for every full turn, essentially 5-10 minutes spent resting in a safe area, you can reduce your stress by 1. So all y'all will actually by morning, essentially, because you're going to rest for more than 5-10 minutes, will have lost your stress.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, don't worry. There's ways to do it, but there's also, but like that's because they give you more ways to reduce it because there's so many ways you can rack it up.
Like when it starts building, it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, because like for instance, like I said, there's literally let's say you rolled a 12, which really means you had to roll a 6 with another and have 6 stress. You would scream bloody murder or make everyone else make a panic roll. Or if you got the max value for panic roll, you would go catatonic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's why they give you plenty of ways to reduce your stress, which is really nice about the system as well.
For sure. But I will wake Alex up then when he starts getting sleepy.
There's no grogginess where you just kind of like ease up.
Yeah.
Report.
Nothing really. Nothing really happened. It's jungle noises and stuff.
The
I
cat,
dropped one of my rations, but
you're eating?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, rack out. I'll take it for the rest.
Awesome.
All right. So you say you're taking it for the rest of the night there, Alex?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, it's uneventful. You literally see the sun start to rise.
The moment the sun is completely rise, he's gonna look at everybody and be like, everyone up, time to get up.
Do we pack any coffee? Some instant coffee?
Is there any instant coffee?
Damn, my camera's still busted. I thought it'd be fixed. No, there's no instant coffee.
I figured.
You can always try
Alright.
and grab some of those leaves and chew on them.
You don't know what those leaves do.
Yeah,
They could
might
have
be-
caffeine in them. You don't know.
might
They
be
could also
cocoa
be
plants.
poisonous.
The dinos are eating them.
Well, the dinosaurs are also genetically modified frogs, so
That's a very strange point for you to point out.
yeah, my aunt wasn't too keen on their recipes.
Everyone get your stuff together. The sooner we move out, the sooner we can get off this damn island.
Very true.
Yep. Back to coffee.
All right. So y'all end up going down. Now, are y'all going to rappel down, or are y'all going to take the whole thing down?
I think it would probably be best to take the whole thing down and then send it back up. It's going to be noisy again, but maybe safer than us going down one at a time.
I'll tell you guys what. I'll rappel down, check out the area, and radio up once if it's clear.
What would repelling be? I think Niles would repel alongside or after Alex.
Yeah, I don't want to stay. I don't want to be stuck up here. I would not want to rappel down too.
But just wait
So-
for my signal and you can rappel down.
All right. So you're going to go down, Alex?
Yep, he's gonna go down first.
All right, cool. Give me a mobility. All right. Do you want to push it, or do you want to let it go?
Oh, I'm gonna push it.
All right.
It's a one shot. I'm pushing it.
Mm.
Oh no.
So hold on. You could still possibly do well here. So go ahead and give me a panic roll. Roll a d6 and add a 1 to it. Okay, you got a 3. You keep it together. You kept it together.
Oh.
So as you go down a bit, your grip kind of slips, and you actually shoot down, kind of like Malcolm did in the movie. But you catch yourself partway through and squeeze a little tighter again. Go like, oh yeah, and you're able to slow down your fall.
Like, yeah, that was deliberate. That was 100% deliberate. It's called a
Yeah,
speed drop. You guys never heard of that?
Yeah, you got a little bit of rope burn around your thigh, just where you had to wrap the rope there.
Like a cat, he always lands on his feet.
Oh yeah, and all y'all who are watching go down, you literally hear like as the branches snap under him until he actually like slows himself down.
I'm going to scout the area, see if there's anything around here that could eat us.
Yeah, go ahead and give me observation then if you're scouting. Nothing.
Okay.
Because thankfully,
Nothing at all.
Yep, because you do see the ration bar that Niles dropped the night before, but thankfully it was not opened yet.
I was worried about that. It would attract some.
I would too.
Yeah, I tossed a coin in my head.
I'll appreciate that. He's gonna radio. All clear. Come on down.
All right, and then were you all again taking the lift down, or were you going to rappel down?
I think they're rappelling down, so Willard will wait until the end and then rappel after them.
All right, so who's going next? Because you can only go one at a time.
I'll go next.
All right, give me mobility.
I'm gonna push that.
All right, so you got 1 stress now, so make sure you include that with your next roll.
Okay. I'm gonna push that.
Well, I say you can't push both.
Oh, I can, because I'm reckless.
Oh no, yeah, you can. I was thinking, yeah. Sorry, I was thinking Walking Dead. You technically can't,
Oh,
but you can again. You're good. So now you got 2 stress.
Yep. Oh, that's fine. I'm fine. I got 2 successes.
All right, cool. So yeah, I'll say because you pushed, you're kind of in the same boat as Alex was, where you quickly fall, but it didn't take you as long to go like, oh yeah, you were like, oh yeah, that's what Alex did. And you squeeze tighter on the release, and you're going to make it down.
Okay.
All right. Who's after Niles?
All right, here we go.
All right. Again, give me mobility. 1 success? Yeah, I mean, you're good. You had no issue. You probably did this with your buddies whenever you went on corporate vacations.
Lay on.
Yep,
All right. See you back on the ground, 14.
Who are you speaking to?
Don't worry about it.
I
Man
will
needs his
you're up.
coffee, apparently.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and try rappelling down as well.
Yep, like I said, mobility. 2
2
successes.
successes. Hell yeah.
So because you had the benefit of watching everyone, yeah, you did pretty much just as smooth as Steven did, even though it's probably your first time.
Come on, but be like, oh, you cleared all the branches for me. Thank you.
You are a natural. You ever try rock freebasing? Rock climbing?
No, and I will not try such things. Thank you.
Oh, come
Leave
on.
me to
Freebasing
bike
and
packing.
rock
That's where
climbing
I'm
are not the same
starting.
thing.
Right, you gotta,
Oh, you're right, Niles. That is a very different. But
I've done one of those.
All right, so you guys are gonna start walking.
GPS out. Keep going in direction.
Yeah. And, hours will pass by, and eventually you make it to the facility, and this place is run down. Like, windows are broken, doors are ajar. Give me observations, everyone.
Ooh,
Hold on, some of those
nice.
went a little fast. Hold up. All right.
2 successes, but I got a 1 on my stress dice.
All right, go ahead and roll a d6 and add. What are you at? You're 2 stress die now, right? Yes,
Yep.
roll and add 2.
So 6.
6. You keep it together.
Okay.
Cool. So, and then Nick, were you going to push yours or no?
Yeah, I have to.
No, you don't have to.
No, I have to. That's in character.
Okay. Cool. You got to. So yeah. So all y'all notice, somewhat fresh are large tracks near this building, but also, and you can tell these are pretty old due to the rust and the weathering on it. There are what looks like giant claw marks across some of the building sides.
Sorry, I just saw the Will's link that he posted.
What he put.
It's amazing. Oh my god.
Oh, sorry, I can't stop laughing at that.
It's amazing.
I'm going to fucking buy that now. Damn it. Anyway, besides that little tangent, so what's y'all's reactions when you see this?
Everyone stay sharp. Single bead of panic sweat rolling down his forehead.
Let's stay together, most definitely. We don't want anyone straggling off.
Yep. Let's get this done as quick as we can, guys.
Do we have any sort of layout for the building itself?
Would one of us have had a map?
Uh,
Or blueprints?
Hold on. You actually have it, Stephen.
All right, yeah. So he finds a rock, or is there like an old table or something like that? Maybe in like courtyard or something like that. He could put it out.
Yeah, I mean, you're able to hold it. It's not a giant. It's not a big map.
Okay.
This facility was like a secondary site. So think of it like, in terms of size, like remember the trailer they used in Avatar when they went to the floating mountains?
Yeah.
This building is probably like 5 of those trailers put together in a weird pattern with 2 stories. So it's not like gigantic.
Okay. So yeah, I pull out the map. Can I just track where we are and compare it to where we need to go?
From the outside, give me survival.
Okay.
And where in the building while he's doing that is the helicopter located at?
It's literally on top of the building. You can clearly see it from where you're at. All right, no successes. Did you want to push?
No, I'm not gonna push.
Okay. Yeah, so you really can't tell just because from the outside there's no really identifying markers of like what entrance you're near. But once inside, you'll probably get a better idea.
I'm assuming there's
Main
no
thing-
power in the place.
As far as you tell, there's no power, at least none that's running.
All right, flashlights out.
Main thing we need to find is the security office for the keys, and then the server room, which should be pretty close by.
Nick, did you actually wave your hands because of what Will said?
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are heading in?
Yep.
Yeah. So inside, it's literally just as decrepit as outside. You literally see plants growing in, like some literally came through the windows on the backside that got blown out. that you couldn't tell. There's literally like, if you wanted to reuse this building, it would have to get entirely demolished first and rebuilt. It is that bad.
All right,
A fixer
everyone, take a look around. Remember, security room 3 doors down to get into the area with the hard drives.
They make good music too.
Ah,
Oh wow, that hurts a little bit.
that's good.
I almost want to give a stress die for that.
That was really good.
Anyway,
I wasn't a huge fan of Kryptonite. I want to be honest with you.
Now he's doing that really bad impression of every FBI agent. He's got the flashlight in his gun. He's
Guys, this guy's so
He's gonna,
jumpy.
Push the gun down. It's like low ready.
oh,
Don't muzzle
Okay.
sweep us, please.
Trigger control.
all right. Yeah, but you're inside and you see it's mainly just a lot of computer rooms. Like, essentially, this looks like to be mainly a server area for the whole island, like backup servers.
Is there any wording on any of the doors? Try and
Oh, yeah,
find
you'll
out.
s- Yeah, you'll see it'll say like server room A, another room will probably say, janitorial, another one will say, men's room, women's room. You see some very decrepit vending machines.
Well past the expiration date on those.
If there's any Twinkies, they don't have expiration dates.
One of the machines does have Twinkies in it.
Keep walking, Sorkin. We're not here for Twinkies.
I'll buy you 2 coffees once we get back to the boats.
All right.
And when you get to the end of a hall, you do see a sign that says stairwell, and it points in the direction where the stairwell is.
All right. Alexander, you first?
I'll hit in.
All right. And then, real quick, I'm going to roll a d4 again, just randomly choose 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. 14. High or low?
Hi.
All right, so you end up hearing on the y'all hear your radios chime in. It's the co-pilot saying he actually got the original helicopter working,
nice.
and you actually kind of hear you can actually hear the engine sputtering. It's sputtering, so it's not perfect, but it's enough to get you guys home. But you do hear it as he's kind of prepping it for whenever y'all come back, just to make sure it's working.
Radio back. Good to know. We found a spare one up here just in case. We'll keep you posted in case we find out anything else about here if we need to find extra fuel for it.
And he just goes, copy that. All right, so you guys are going up the stairs, though?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, when you make it up there, these rooms look a little bit better, probably just because, again, they were higher up off the ground, so there wasn't much messing with them. You do see one wall, though, where the claw marks from outside, you see the inside of it.
Are they like hand level?
Well, yeah. Oh, God, my camera's frozen again. There, I don't know what's going on with my camera. Normally, I don't have this problem. Yeah, like literally, if you're standing at it, it literally goes from like kneecaps up the top of head of an average person for like where most of the markings would sit at.
Steven definitely runs his hands across them.
Yeah, it's the edges are smoothed over, so you can tell these markings were made like a while ago.
Probably the new deadliest animal on the planet.
You after 4 more cups of coffee?
No. Oh. Yeah, I guess so. Maybe this thing has me beat.
Just be mindful to make sure that nothing else comes creeping up behind us as we're going here.
Yeah.
Stay sharp.
Good points. So his hand drops and he continues on with everyone else.
Okay. Yeah, and eventually you actually do find the security room. The door is completely locked.
Maybe there's another way in.
Anyone good with the lockpick?
I haven't dabbled with lockpick since I was a teenager.
Well, it's a good thing I got a universal key right here, and he goes and tries to kick the door in.
You want to try and kick the door in?
Yeah.
All right, give me a yeah, just do straight up strength. Give me a panic roll.
God damn it.
Oh no.
That's what, 1d6?
You're gonna roll a d6 and add a 1 to it because you only got 1 stress.
4.
Is there assisting in this at all, or no?
Not that I recall in this one. That's what I'd have to double check on. I'll look at it when you guys RP more. But don't worry, you keep it together, so you're good.
Okay. Oof.
Pretty much, as long as you roll a 1 through 6, you keep it together. It's only when you roll above a 6, so get a 6 on the die plus your strength or your stress, that you start gaining effects. Yeah, you got to kick the door and then completely off the hinge.
Look at that.
Again, this is a whole door.
Before he goes in or anything, I'd like to take a moment just to see if I can hear anything that might be like making its way into the building or anything like reverberations of the door being kicked in.
Oh.
I'm sorry, repeat that?
After he kicks in the door, I just kind of want to take a moment and see if there's any like new noises within the building, see if anything like might be trying to check out the door being kicked in.
Give me observation. And if you guys do want to help each other, you can, but no more than 3 people can help. So thankfully, there's only 3 other people that can help each other in each action anyway.
Yeah.
2 successes.
Well, I mean, he's got 2 then.
2 successes. I mean, you hear noises not from inside, it's outside. And if you go to literally where those claw marks were, you see a small pod of ankylosaurs.
Oh.
As they're just kind of marching on by.
Kind of watch them for a moment just to see if they're, if they're reacting to anything or if they're just walking by, and if they just look like they're, having a trundle. Go back to the rest of the group.
No, they're having to. They're kind of, eating up some of the grass and bushes that are near, but they're not going, raging and starting to smack the building.
Gotcha. I think we may be safe for now, but let's stay in here as little time as we can.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the door kicked in.
So yeah, you guys make it in. You're free to search the security office to find the keys you need.
Definitely.
The lockbox
searching.
requires 2.
Is that an observation roll?
Yeah, it can be observation for anyone who's searching. Okay, so we got 1 success, 3 success, 2 success.
1, but I got 1 of my stress dice, so I'll roll again.
Yep.
And I'm fine. That was a 6. Total.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so Alex and Fortain, you guys actually ended up finding the same key along with Steven, but Steven, you actually noticed the second key immediately because you're like, okay, if they put this one here, normally security does. Oh, there it is. So you guys actually find both keys pretty easily.
Let's Very good luck.
Let's hope it holds. Where are those hard drives
Yep.
at?
Three doors
The
down.
doors from here.
And thankfully, you're already at the end of a hall, so there's only one direction to go.
So he's gonna lead the way to the next door.
Yeah, I mean, you find it. It's also locked.
All right,
Anyone?
doorman, open sesame.
Kick the door in.
All right. Go ahead and give me another strength. And then while you're doing that, okay, give me your panic roll.
Damn
Oh,
it.
no.
And remember to add 2 to it.
That's a 6.
Right on the money. But real quick. Okay, Dan, high or low?
Let's go low.
So you're going to hear on the radio, it's a co-pilot gang going like, and he's very whispery. He's like, guys, I think there's something near me. And in the background, you will hear, as well as,
That's
Um,
not good.
Do we want him to take off? Get into the air?
Yeah, let's get
Yeah.
get out of
Yeah.
there.
and you hear it turning up, and as the radio's on, you just hear, as it just goes silent.
Oh. Anyone have eyes on the helicopter?
Well, again, you guys are hours away from where he was.
I'm like, see if it took off or anything.
Did anybody bother to ask this guy his name or girl? Or is it just
No, y'all
go-
didn't.
I think his name was Burke or something.
I hope Bert's all right.
And no, you don't. You didn't see that. You guys couldn't get the eyes on the helicopter. Not with where you guys are.
Okay, so best case scenario, he took off and left us here.
All right. Well, I mean, best or worst, we still got another helicopter, so let's just keep on doing it.
Oh, did I kick the door in, by the way?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Yeah, because you kept it together. So you didn't.
Yeah.
This one didn't fly off the hinge, but you at least you definitely broke the lock.
Yep, he's got flashlight out, gun, with the key stuck underneath the pistol.
Room's clear.
All right, gun down. All right, we're clear. Enters. Where are these hard drives at?
All right. If you're looking for the hard drives, give me observations.
I think I'm gonna man the door. Just guard the door while they search and do stuff.
2 successes.
So cool. All right. And then Nick, I'm assuming you're probably not pushing this time, or are you still going to push again?
No, I'm not going to push.
Okay. So, and then since you're manning the door, by the way, give me an observation there,
Okay.
Niles.
Sure.
But for Steven and Willard, you find the hard drive, no problem. You find the lockbox. All you got to do is open it.
Take the key, try it in the lock, make sure whichever keys are needed to unlock it, open it up just to make sure the hard drives are in there and are in some sort of working condition.
Well, are you guys doing one key at a time, or are you doing simultaneous?
Let's do them simultaneously.
Okay. I mean, yeah, if you do it simultaneously, then yeah, you guys are open. It's open. And yeah, you see the hard drives are in there. You also see what looks like a notebook. And Steven, I'll let you especially see this one. You see your aunt's name on it.
He picks up the notebook.
And you
Can
see
I
it's literally,
push my observation roll?
Huh?
Can I push the observation roll I made?
Yeah. If you didn't get any successes, you could push it.
Okay.
Just did you get any ones on the stress dice though before pushing?
No.
Okay. So as you're going through the notebook though, Steven, you see it's literally all of her notes on how they created the dinosaurs. That she kept a literal physical copy of everything they left on the computers, essentially.
It's her manifesto. Okay, we got the hard drives, and he puts the notebook in his pocket.
All right, and who's taking the hard drives? You are? Okay. And then we'll come back to you y'all in a second. So Niles, what was your observation?
So I got one success, and then I did roll a 1 on my stress dice, and then I rolled that, so that was an 8.
8? Okay. Thank you. With an 8. I got to go back to that page. Hold on. Oh, come on, stupid computer. Come on, there we go. With an 8, you got to tremble again.
Okay.
Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, nervous switch. So with a tremble, you start to tremble uncontrollably, and all your skill rolls that use agility suffer a -2 until your panic stops.
Oh, geez. Okay.
So, yeah.
How many stress levels do you have?
I have 3.
Remember, he pushed twice earlier,
You're right.
and then pushed again now.
Is there anything else in this room?
Not really. I mean, it's pretty bad. But to kind of go on why Niles started trembling, the ankylosaurs outside got awfully quiet. And you guys are going to hear.
Oh, no.
As you now hear the ankylosaurs bellowing, as you can probably guess, there's a fight going on outside.
May I make a suggestion? Let's not engage with whatever's out there. Let's let it calm down a bit. Let our friend here calm down a bit before we go anywhere else.
Yeah, we'll let those great bellies deal with that guy.
Yeah. Well, as that's going on, it actually you guys hear like a pained roar as Spinosaurus literally hits the building and shakes it. Right, and Ankylosaurus, they pack a punch with that club on their tail.
Mm-hmm.
And hell, the part of the building it did hit collapsed. It's on the opposite side from y'all, so you aren't going to be easily seen by it or anything like that, so don't worry.
He's persistent.
Niles, are you good?
I'm good. I'm good. That's.
Are you sure? Do you need some diazepam?
Is that another aunt of yours, or?
No, it relieves your stress. And he pulls out one of these. He pulls out this little kind of satchel, and he's got like 3 little injectable shots in it. You can only take 1 a day, or else, I mean, it's going to help with your stress, but it's going to make you a little dizzy. But 1 will do you.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
All right, just pull off the cap or just inject it right into your thigh.
Gotcha.
Alex is going to see his tremor. He's like, would you like me to do that for you?
Probably not a bad idea. Hit me, Doc.
He's gonna grab his thigh and kind of squeeze it up a little bit and straight in.
So what does that do?
It immediately reduces the patient's stress level to 0.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Each dose beyond the first gives a -1 mod to all agility. So, as long as you don't take more than one, you're good.
All right.
Okay. And then what I'm going to do on that part actually is because you're trying to help him with his stress and panic is I need you to make a command roll, Steven.
Okay. I don't have great empathy.
All right, no successes unless you wanted to push.
No, I'm not going to push.
Okay. So I will say because me and Steven talked about this on how to do the character. We were trying to make it fit for this part. You're at 3 stress total.
I was, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and I'll let you lose the stress. You're still under your panic effect though. So
Okay.
you're still trembling until that subsides. That's all I was trying to say the roll there, because one way you can stop panic is another character come to your aid and makes a command roll.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so I had to succeed it.
Yeah.
Okay, then I will push it.
Yeah, I'll go and let you do this on that part for this time. Now you got to make a panic roll.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Just roll a d6 and add 1.
Okay, D6 out of 1.
You keep it together. You're good.
Okay.
But again, like I said, we'll still let you lose your stress for the diazepam, but you are still trembling.
Okay.
It's better than you were.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So what are y'all doing so what are y'all doing while the ankylosaur is duking it out with the Spinosaurus? Because the reason you guys know it's Spinosaurus is you guys see the sail clearly through the claw marks as it's moving around out there.
Maybe we head towards the spare helicopter.
I'll get a better view on the roof, sure.
Remember, this is only a 2nd-story building.
I'll lead the way.
All right. So you guys are able to get out there. And you guys see these things are clearly still duking it out. The 2 other, because there was a pod, you see that all the ankylosaurs left except for 1, though.
It stayed behind to sacrifice itself for the others.
All right, so what are y'all doing? The helicopter's up there. It's surprisingly in good shape. It's dingy as all hell, but it looks like it will fly.
Still no other helicopter?
Huh?
Still no other helicopter from the other guy anywhere in sight?
You know what? I'll do this. I like doing these kind of rolls. It makes it more fun. Nick, high or low?
Low.
Of course, that's when I roll a nat 1. By some miracle, you see the engine helicopter flying towards you. There are claw marks and windows shattered, but it is flying towards you.
Hey, Niles, go ahead and can you wave him in?
Sure. He's gonna look around for something bright to grab.
There's nothing bright.
We got flares.
You do have flares.
Before you use that flare gun, do we want to try? Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, I think he turned to Steven like, "A flare's a good idea."
I mean, we could just radio to him, tell him, "You see that those dinosaurs duking it out? We're right next to him."
Perhaps maybe we can try and get this helicopter up and running, so we don't crash both if that thing suddenly turns its attention towards it.
Just double checking. We have the information we needed, right? We downloaded our info.
Yes, you got the hard drive.
All right. Niles, you want to see if you can get this thing up and running?
Yeah, let's give it a whirl. He'll check the switches and hit the instrument panels and see if we get any response out of this bird.
I do have a point in piloting. Is there any way that I can assist?
Yeah, well, when it comes to assisting, you don't have to have any points or anything on it, because all you're going to do is give them a +1 to the roll.
Okay.
So
yeah,
Yeah, so essentially what those pluses do is, so like, let's say Niles rolls, like, since you're both assisting, let's say Niles rolls a 3 on one of his dice, he can add those to that 3, or not 3, sorry, if he rolls a 4, add those 2 to it and make it a 6 to make it a success.
Oh, okay.
Stuff like that. So, cool. All right, so what exactly are you going to do again? Sorry, I was trying to double check something on my computer.
No,
He's just checking the controls, make sure the pilot the helicopter responds properly, and
Just doing essentially a pre-flight check.
making sure all
go.
the things do the things they're supposed to do.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a pilot check.
Okay, now I'm at a -2 for that.
Yeah. You're still going to get a -2 for that, but again, you're also getting a +2, so it's essentially going to balance out.
That's 2 successes, and if I use a +2, I can turn other dice into successes.
All right. Well, I was going to say the +2 and -2 will just balance out there.
Okay.
So, but you said you got 2 successes, which is still good.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, by some freaking miracle, this thing has got not a whole ton of fuel, probably enough to like at least get you out of this place. Probably not all the way back to the ship, because you also got to you guys still have to call Hoskins, tell him you got the drives, so they can actually get the ship to a place where the helicopter can actually make it back.
So yeah, I will relay all that information. That we've got gas, but it's not going to make it to the ship. So you could rendezvous with the other chopper.
exactly. That would be better than sitting around here.
All right, so you're going to try and get this thing to take off with the Spinosaurus right there fighting an Ankylosaur?
I mean, we could just, I guess, lay low until he kills it or something. But I mean, maybe
If they're engaged, this may be the best time for us to go.
Yeah, that too. We don't. Is the chopper, how big is it compared to the Achilles-Storm?
Oh, it's smaller.
Okay, so it probably won't take us as much as of a threat.
Yeah, the only thing he's really concerned about is the wind up, because it takes a minute for the helicopter to spin up. So that's the tricky bit.
We'll poke at it if it starts looking our way.
You're the boss. I guess he'll give it a go, unless anybody else says otherwise.
I was like, what's Alex's thought on this plan? Since you've been a
Let's
little
get the hell
quiet
out
there,
of here.
Nick.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Okay, go ahead and give me a just to actually get it going. Give me heavy machinery.
Heavy machinery. Okay.
Actually, no. I'll still be piloting. Actually, I'll still give you piloting, and we'll say
I
it's
have
been.
heavy machinery, so
Nah,
that's
it
cool.
makes more sense for piloting still, but we will say it's
Okay.
been at least one turn since trembling took effect, like time wise. So your trembling is gone, so you don't have that -2 anymore.
Oh, okay. So I'm okay. 1 success, no ones.
Okay, cool. But Steven did say they were assisting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'll
Did you have-
assist as well.
So okay, so you got a +2. Do you got anything to give you any more successes?
Yep, I can do 1 more success with that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so with that, with 2 successes, you're definitely getting it going. You're still speed running through it because obviously the imminent threat near.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got everything going. You're kind of telling us like it's now or never. Real quick though, let's do this again. Steven, high or low?
Hi.
Yeah, the Spinosaurus turns its head to y'all. Like, you know, the little head cock thing, like the T-Rex did when Alan then found it in Jurassic Park 3. The Spinosaurus is doing that to y'all.
Son of a bitch.
Go, 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 go,
Let's
go.
go.
And the Ankylosaur is using this as a moment, and the Ankylosaur is using this as a chance to get away.
Of course. Coward.
And it's moving towards y'all.
Do we
Uh,
have
we're
any flare
broken.
guns available?
Yeah, you got a flare gun.
Do we want to take the flare guns and try and shoot it at the dinosaur coming at us? Not to like directly damage it, but more startle it away.
You can. You don't have a whole ton of flares, but you can.
All right, let's try that first.
Okay, who's doing the shot? Alex is?
Yep.
Give me ranged combat. And Oz, while he's rolling that for me real quick, what are you doing? Are you already pulling up on the stick or?
Oh yeah, he's going. He's just fucking.
Okay, so you're already hovering.
Yeah.
Okay. One success. I mean, you hit it. It doesn't really phase it. If anything, it just does this again. Oh, wrong one.
Oh, hey, hang on.
That'd be the worst time for a phone call.
Call you back.
We're a little busy right now. We'll call you.
Yeah,
sorry.
likely.
The messed up part is on my soundboard because the way that the voice mod has the image for it. The Spinosaurus is the image for the phone. It's completely blank for its roar. Because whoever put these in voice mod did not decide not to put an image for the roar.
All right,
What
he's
the
gonna holster his pistol, and he's like, "All right, I guess we gotta give it a little bit more bite." And he's going to press this latch on his suitcase, and then he's gonna unfold the Spaz 12 shotgun. As the suitcase just kind of falls apart, paper and pens fall out of it. And he's like, I guess it's
Yeah, this thing's pretty much right on top of the building now. Are y'all still just standing on the building?
No, we're
While
in
the
the
helicopter's
helicopter,
hovering.
like,
Helicopter.
trying to go.
Okay, making
Yeah.
sure. So it's still like slowly lifting up because again, the thing hasn't ran in like 20 years. That's why I say it's a miracle it even starts. But Steven, go ahead and give me your ranged combat. 2 successes. Yeah. So by the way, are you using buckshot or slugs?
it would be slugs.
Okay. Yeah. So I will say with 2 successes, you're definitely making it flinch a bit, and
Trying
you
to
make
aim
it.
for one of the eyes.
Yeah, you miss the eye, but you get like just behind it, and it flinches just enough for its teeth to literally just barely miss the landing gear of the helicopter.
Okay.
Like if you didn't shoot it when you did, your leg probably would have been caught with the landing gear. Because I'm assuming your legs are probably off the side there just so you could shoot.
Uh-huh.
Zorkin? Good shot.
Yeah, do a little hunting every now and then.
And then yeah, but and as you guys are flying away, this is a very angry one. Because it missed out on 2 meals. As you see it going. As you guys are flying though, and did you guys even radio the other pilot yet?
I'd say we go ahead and probably do it as soon as we lift off.
Okay.
As they're doing that, I'm going to get the sat phone out and let them know that we have the hard drives.
Well, I was going to say, as soon as you pull it out, that's when you actually hear the...
Yep.
So.
Sharing a brain cell. Boop.
Status
Wall.
report.
We got the hard drives. We found a chopper on the site. We're going to rendezvous with the chopper that crashed, and we're going to get off the island.
All right. We'll be at the rendezvous point about 3 hours. If you're not there that time, well, have fun swimming.
Copy that. Boop. We got 3 hours.
Let's take this thing as probably as far as we can, closer to the water, get a better position.
Yep. And you said the rendezvous with Bert, since y'all that was what y'all named it, right? Bert.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Bacharach himself.
I just want to make sure I heard Bert and not Burke.
I thought I
think I
heard
did-
burger, so
I think I said Burke, but Bert works for well too.
Oh, okay.
I think we all think his name's something different.
Yeah.
Yep.
Something with the
You were in the
B.
pilot chair, so he's the co-pilot.
Yeah,
You know the
Burns.
name.
What's wrong with it with Burns?
Billiam?
But as you guys are heading to the rendezvous, which is kind of like the middle from where the original copter was and where y'all were, Niles, you start seeing some flashing lights coming on your dashboard.
Okay.
And you realize your fuel gauge was not reading correctly.
But it is now.
Oh, yeah, it's flat.
So last time I did a maneuver, I didn't ask y'all's advice. So what would you advise me to do in a jungle if we're, don't have any gas?
Head towards where we need to go. Hover
Find
as best
somewhere
as you can,
flat.
slowly.
And there are no seatbelts in this copter, by the way.
This is a rough and ready.
Get the oh shit bar
yeah,
here.
I miss the belt so much.
All right. So you're going to attempt to crash land it as safely as possible?
Yeah, landed as safely as I can. So
Now, is anyone sitting up front with them, or is he the only one up front?
I'd probably be next to him.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me piloting, Niles. I will say, Willard, you'll be the only one able to assist if you choose to, because you're the only one up front.
Yeah, I'm gonna assist.
Okay.
I'm gonna push.
Okay.
Oh wait, yeah, no, I'm gonna put. I have to push. 8 dice, no successes. That is crazy.
I've had it happen. Don't worry.
Okay, so do ones take away from successes, or do I just need the success?
You just need the success unless you rolled a 1 on your stress die.
I did not. Okay, so I have the
Okay.
1 success, and if I have the +2,
Well, you
I
just have a
can
plus
make-
1 because you only have one person helping.
Yeah, I can't.
then I
help.
can
I'm
make
in the back
2.
seat.
I can make 2 successes happen. Then
Okay. So it is still a very rough landing because since you're out of gas, you're falling like a brick.
yep.
And we all know helicopters can't glide like a plane.
Mhm.
So it is very rough, but you're able to get it down. You're still about 10 feet off the ground because you're stuck in a tree, but no one is hurt except for maybe some cuts and scrapes from passing branches through as you flew through probably about 10 trees before stopping.
I mean,
Status report, sound off.
track record, he's 2 for 2. At least we're all intact.
I'm all right. I'll check the hard drives just to make sure all the casing is still intact and everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's secure as hell.
Steven acts like he's just patting himself, making sure he is intact once, but he's also just making sure his journal's there, but he's acting like, all right, I'm good too. No punctures or anything like that.
You still
All
have
right.
that shotgun?
Of course.
All right. How's Alex and Niles looking?
I mean, Niles will never admit that he's crash landed a helicopter before, but he's like, frick, not again, in his head. So he's like, all right, I guess I
He's
gotta
gonna-
figure out how to get out.
Open up, pull pants out, and kind of check him over, make sure he's okay, and put them back.
Yeah, the cat's probably better. The cat's better looking than you are right now, surprisingly.
Oh, I'm sure.
All right. But yeah, you guys are 10 feet off the ground in a busted up helicopter.
All right.
Let's get to a safe area and radio the chopper. And get the hell out of here.
Are there any branches nearby from where we're hanging 10 feet in the air to try and transition to the ground a little easier?
Yeah, there is.
Start making our way out of the helicopter.
Yeah,
Just like
and you
rock
guys-
climbing.
yeah, you guys are able to get out pretty easily.
Who's
And
not
then-
dead? Sound off.
And the other Bert will radio going like, "Hey, what happened?" Because he saw y'all fall.
Yeah, Niles, what happened?
We didn't have gas. I thought it had gas. It didn't have any gas.
I mean, we didn't really have the opportunity to fill up before we left.
Yeah, I mean, I can't make miracles.
Exactly. There's no attendance.
Or did you see where we went down?
Yeah, you're still good. 5 miles from the landing spot we agreed on.
Easy
Any
peasy.
chance of you coming here and grabbing us, or do you want us to meet there?
Look up at how dense the forest is.
Roger that. We'll hoof it. All right, guys. We don't have a lot of time. We need to hoof it. We got 3 hours.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go.
And you guys, you start hoofing it. You get pretty close to where it is when you guys will hear. Here, hold on. Make sure.
You've got mail.
Helicopter Mom. God.
No, because I didn't label half these sounds. I probably should have, so I can remember which one was which. But you hear this. It's not close, but close enough to worry you.
Oh no.
Okay.
We gotta go.
Run.
And as you guys start sprinting, you see, as you guys are sprinting, I want all of you to give me mobility rolls. Because as you get out of the tree line, you see Bert is hovering with the door as open as he can after being clawed up.
I'm going to push that.
Okay. Hold on. All right, so we got 1 success. Give me your panic roll.
I did the panic, right?
No, just hold on. I gotta see where everyone is. So that's right. No, you're good, Steven.
Oh, right, because it's a 2.
Yeah, you're good. You got success. Alex got a success.
I think I'm gonna push it.
Wait,
I didn't
Nick,
get
why-
any successes.
Oh.
You didn't have to roll that. 14 has to roll that. So just roll a d6 and add 1.
Yeah, 3.
You keep it together. But you are trailing behind everyone so far. Because what was yours, Niles?
I'm gonna push it. I didn't get any successes, so I think I'm gonna.
How many
push.
stress are you at now?
This will be 2 now.
Okay.
Thank God for that diazepam.
Come on, Miles. Niles,
I got 2 successes.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys are sprinting, and 14 is left in the dust, almost. Because he's probably never ran like this before in his life.
Willard, come on. You repelled great. Just get some cardio in.
As you guys are almost there, you hear... And
Can you give me some... All right, go ahead.
And I'm about to say, because the rest of you are probably right at the copter, you see movement in the tree line.
Oh man.
Can you give me some covering fire?
All right. And
Yep.
Good.
Revolver out. Start firing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to use my pistol too. They're too far away.
I really like Willard.
Well, if you're using slugs, slugs are
like
meant
now
for
better.
range.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It's buckshot that you have to worry. All right, but you guys are all shooting?
Yep.
Okay. Steven, are you shooting as well? Or
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see your roll there. Okay. Well, did you... Okay. And then, Niles, what were you doing? Sorry? I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. I don't think he's shooting. I think he's straight going for the chopper.
Like getting in the pilot seat to help for takeoff?
Yeah, we could paint it that way. Sure.
No, completely fair. Okay, so we got 1 success. We got 2 successes. All right.
You better not launch until Willard gets here. He's got the fucking hard drives.
Yeah, so right when you guys get ready your aim, you're going to see 2 raptors just bolting towards Willard. You get your shots off. Both of you actually do wing them, and they actually do fall a bit. And they're not they haven't turned away yet. They're kind of studying to see like what they could do. Willard, give me another mobility roll. And I'll
Gotcha.
count them shooting as assisting, so you get a +2.
Alrighty. Let's see. So that is going to be 1 success.
Yep. It's a good thing I gave you the +2. Yeah, so you're getting closer and closer. But now 2 more raptors came out. Now there's 4 of them.
I'm shooting again.
As you guys
Just keep
hear,
shooting.
like from all of them, as they're like kind of sizing you all up. 2 successes.
Willard
Give me a
is
panic roll,
bolting.
Alex.
Every time a
Oh,
new one
man.
pops up, I'm shooting.
Yeah.
Oh, God. That's twice now. Oh,
Oh, I bet that made you.
6.
I bet that made you pucker.
Oh my God. I'm right on the verge of losing it. Just kind of like,
Yeah. And again, you guys you're not hitting them in ways that would kill them, but you're still keeping them at bay because they're not sure like what's happening. Willard, give me 1 more mobility, and again, I'll give you a +2.
All right.
I'll count that as them assisting because they are keeping you alive.
Whoa, 3 successes.
Yeah.
oh,
Heck yeah.
Okay, you make it to the copter.
Just chunk the hard drive box in there, grab onto something in the copter, pull myself up. Thank you.
pull him up.
Wait, were you 2 actually in the chopper already?
Yeah.
All right. Well, as you guys drop your guns to do that, the 4 raptors immediately charge you.
I don't think we would have need both of us. I'll take another shot at them.
Well, I'll see if you're both in the chopper at least.
Oh,
That's
right.
what I'm saying.
Okay.
Not saying both of you need to pull Willard in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, if you want to try and take another shot, go right ahead.
The second he hits the bed of the chopper,
Yeah.
that thing is flying up.
Okay. Yeah, so you wing one of them, and they actually do fall and like stay down a bit because you probably actually hit bone when it and one of their legs. The other 3 are still going, and I'm actually gonna have one. I'm gonna have one of them roll. And I'll say they're pretty mobile motherfuckers, so I'll give them this. All right, that's one of them. A second. So the other 2, you guys are high enough in the air now where they literally have to try and jump to get you. 2 of them miss and fall off the edge of the cliff. The 3rd one hits the landing gear and is trying to get inside with y'all because none of y'all closed the door.
Alex is going to pull out. He has a knife on his side. He's going to pull the knife out and stab down at it.
Go ahead. Give me a close combat.
Oh, no.
Give me a panic roll.
This is not a good day for Alex.
Well, yeah, you probably wasn't expected to go up against raptors.
Oh,
You keep it together.
But
So,
it's a good day.
your knife misses still. Like you just completely wink. It's like thrashing about because it can't really keep balance hanging onto the side rail. It's a miracle it hasn't fallen off yet, but you do miss.
Can I try to shoot him with my shotgun again?
Go ahead because the raptor is about to do. I'm going to count the raptor.
I'm gonna push it.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a panic
Oh,
roll.
shit.
Okay.
Damn it.
So Z6 plus 2.
Yeah, so roll a d6 plus 3 because you have 3 stress die.
Okay.
So 4. You keep it together. So your shot misses, but you don't get any panic mode. So the raptor, right when you go to shoot, the raptor lunges, and that's what caused you to miss your shot because you kind of put your shotgun in front of its face.
Tilt the helicopter.
Yeah.
Everybody
do-
grab one.
Do you actually do that, Niles?
Yeah, he's pulling out his bobblehead Alan Tudyk figures, slapping that thing on the dash, and we are
Wait,
going.
hold on, 'cause I know why you're probably doing that bobblehead, but I gotta double check. When did that show come out?
Oh, well,
Are you
he was
pulling a
another
crazy
show.
Ivan?
That was
Firefly.
2002. It actually would have counted. It was 2002 because this said 2003.
Okay.
So go ahead and give me a pilot check to make sure you don't,
Okay.
over pivot.
Right. And my stress.
And you guys got me on the edge right now with your choices.
I'm just holding on for dear life on the side of a chair inside, trying to hold myself in.
I wrap my arm around the
All right.
belt.
So you're able to pivot. I'm going to give the Raptor one more chance for this. So you're able to tilt the helicopter. It goes to bite, and I'm going to make it miss its target, but still going to grab something. It bites your bag, Steven, as it starts to fall,
Okay.
Ooh.
like your backpack.
Okay.
The one you're
backpack.
wearing.
Can I try to I've got my important things inside of my shirt, so I'm gonna just try to take off the backpack.
Yeah, go ahead. Just give me straight up agility.
Okay.
Yeah, you get it
Nice.
off. You get it off, and the Raptor just starts flailing as it falls with your backpack falling next to it.
No hitchhiking.
Climb into one of the chairs, start buckling myself in. Thank you for
Yeah.
that.
Alex is going to go around person to person, setting them down and buckling them in.
And don't worry, you have a buckle. You actually got a buckle seat this time. But yeah, you guys are able to make it back, and when you land, the helicopter still got even more scratched up. By the way, just from all the Raptors that missed and the one that did get on. And it's a very rough landing. Like literally, you couldn't even get the landing gear out this time. So you landed bare bellied on the deck of the ship.
I can't say how much I've missed this ship.
Singing a different tune than when you arrived.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna go get some coffee.
Alex, please tell me this is not the part where you decide to make sure there's no witnesses.
Oh, this isn't that kind of mission.
Don't give him ideas.
Although if it
Thank
was
you,
that kind of
Alex.
mission, I wouldn't tell you. So
Yes, but this would be the most opportune of times to make sure of it.
no, I'm just kidding.
Yes. I was like, as you guys are all kind of like just kissing the deck of the ship type moment, happy you're back away from the island. Hoskins walks up and goes like, "Okay, where's the drives?"
His points to Willard.
Here, they're all there. They're all safe.
He'll grab the
Checked.
bag, just nod. He'll walk away, not even saying "good job."
Well, he didn't say it, so I'll say it. Good work, everybody.
Yeah, you did.
Steven, respect.
Respect.
Niles, good piloting. Willard,
Ah,
good hard drive handling.
I'll take good shooting from both of you. Thank you. Oh,
That's the job.
a darn good one.
if any of y'all ever need to visit a dinosaur island again, call somebody else.
Yeah, no.
No, yeah.
No, this is enough
Right,
of
lose my
vacation. I
number.
need a vacation for the vacation.
He pulls pants out, puts him on his shoulder. It's like, yeah, he's all right.
And I want all of you to give me an observation.
Oh no.
May I go ahead and use my breakthrough to automatically pass the observation?
Yeah, go
roll?
right ahead.
I'll roll it just in anyway. But
Yeah.
2 successes, but I auto succeed.
Yeah, so
Because
you're
why
good.
not?
All right, no successes for Dan unless you want to push. Alex got 4.
Yeah, I'll push.
Cool. What about you, Niles?
I got one success.
So as you all are standing there just going like, God's help us, you look up and you see the same pteranodons you ran into just flying off into the distance. And you know it's same because one of them has a stump for a foot. And you can assume it's
Niles,
probably still
your calling
bleeding.
card.
And you can probably still see it. You can probably guess it's bleeding if you were close enough. But it's too high up to tell that. But you can tell just by the shape that it's definitely missing a foot.
Yep, they are beautiful creatures.
Quite deadly, though.
Yeah, but still die the same as regular things.
Just takes more of it.
That's part of the fun.
Well, this is nothing but another day at the job for me.
And with that, you guys head into the ship itself. And that is the one shot where I cannot believe not one of you died. Like, the amount of ones y'all were rolling, I was half expecting.
Oh man, that was so rough.
There was if y'all didn't see it, there was a vote in the chat of who would get eaten, which Alex had 3 votes. Followed by Steven.
That's fantastic.
Like,
Lots of push, lots of panic.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Which is the fun part. That's the fun part. All right. But we're gonna go ahead and go around, say who you are, who you played, where people can find you if you are on other platforms, and just what was your kind of favorite moment of tonight. We're gonna go eeny, meeny, miny, Dan.
Dan, okay, I played Stephen J. Sorkin, of course, and my favorite. Well, let's see. First, where you can find me. You can find me on Between the Pros every other Sunday on the Halfling Wizard. Gaia Chronicles every other Monday, and then also every other Wednesday on the Liminal Blink, where I DM. And my favorite part probably would have been the pivot at the end, the helicopter pivot, just because I was like, we are not getting this thing off. Otherwise, I feel like we're gonna shoot at it. It's just gonna take bites out of legs, things like that. And so that was great.
All right, cool. Let's go to Niles.
Yeah, my name's MC Henry. You can find me on different places. Most notably, Gesselheim Productions. I play a lot of Monster of the Week with them. Otherwise, I'm on Blue Sky and start playing and stuff like that. But yeah, my favorite part of the evening was when we were in the facility and the dinosaurs were fighting outside. I was certain that we were going to become churned butter at some point. So it was pretty scary.
Okay, fair. Fortain.
Again, I'm Fortain, playing Willard Bernadotte. You can find me on Twitch, FortainGG. You can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Fortain. Also YouTube. And probably my favorite part was the rappelling down from the high hide, where my gracious companions cleared the way for me. And that's how you do it. All right, I'll be good at this.
Okay, and then real quick, me and Nick already did, but everyone stretched. Lisa redeemed that because they love their self-care redemptions. And we got to make sure we do that self-care because I know I don't stretch enough, especially with my spine. All right, but Nick, go ahead.
Oh, hi everybody. I'm Nick. I played Alexander Wall. You can find me at Professor Hexagon tomorrow, actually on Kellen's channel. He's down here. We're doing more of our Stargate campaign. Also, next Monday and every other Monday, I'm on the Origins of Our Light campaign here on Halfling Wizard Productions, where I play the Goliath barbarian who failed all the strength checks in the last session. And then you can find me every other Thursday. I think next Thursday or is the next game? So 12th, where I played Nero Aspengard, the half-elf sorcerer. It's kind of an asshole with a big red mohawk. So I'm also on basically every platform under Professor Hexagon. Lately, I've been busting into Blue Sky, really enjoying that. So,
all right, and favorite moment?
So I'm gonna be honest. When Willard was running to the helicopter and Steven and I were doing pot shots, I was expecting a classic like "oop, tripped on my own foot" moment. I'm really happy. Yeah,
I mean, honestly, if they did succeed the role, that was going to be the case.
yeah. So that's gonna be my favorite moment. I was just doing like covering fire as he's running at the helicopter.
All right, fair. And again, I am Kel, also known as the Celtic Wyvern King. You can find me every Monday here on Halfling Wizard Productions for either Orlea Origins, which will be this Monday. I get to play, Kieran, the ASMR Bard, who apparently gets naked almost every other episode because I got shit left in my rolls. And it's now canon for Orlea that my character is the reason bards are known for getting naked. Because someone redeemed that for, I think Will actually did that if I'm not mistaken. On the opposite Mondays, though, you can find me here still for Wind Riders of Aria, where I got to play A, though currently known as Kravog, as we are taking on pirate personas as part of a secret undercover bit, which is really fun using the new Surge TTRPG. If you haven't checked Surge out, definitely check out the link. Should be popping up here in the chat if it hasn't done so already. But you can also check them out at Warp Tree Productions if you want to find the free PDF there. It's a really cool system. Every other Wednesday, you can find me on my own channel. Sadly, we had to miss this week because I had 2 players in theater rehearsals because there were one's in Hell Week and the other one's just got regular rehearsal. Was definitely understandable. But you can find me on my channel for a Theros 5e campaign, a God's Challenge. In the new year, once I get everyone's schedules cleared up, because one of them's still stuck in a campaign that they're almost done with, I'll be running my own Surge campaign on my channel. Every other Thursday, including next week, you can find me back here for Reign of Vecna along with Nick, where I can play Meek, the Reborn Goliath Redemption Paladin. Try saying that 5 times fucking fast. Ooh, God, I'm actually out of breath saying that one. We're going to play in that game as one of the consciences, because, Redemption Paladin, I got to be the good guy. I can't be the Chaos Gremlin that Kieran or A is, especially A. And every other Friday, as Nick said, you can find me on my own channel for my Stargate 5e campaign. We'll be running tomorrow, even though we're down a player. They're going to get ready for 2 weeks of R&R because they've been going through a lot as a team. Hell, Nick's character here lost his dad. He doesn't know if he's alive or dead. And his home got burned to the ground.
Standard adventuring affair.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Oh yeah.
And he missed out on me and the people that essentially represented his gods because he had to miss that session. That was a real trauma.
You just reminded me of that. God dang it.
Yep, you're welcome. On the opposite Fridays, though, come the New Year's, they're currently on winter break. You can find me over on Dinner at a Game for Walking Dead TTRPG, which is a very similar system to that one we just ran tonight, where I rolled nothing but failures, where I rolled 8d6 3 times in a row and did not succeed a single fucking time. That's just my luck. You can ask everyone who's played with me. And that's it for where you can find me. My favorite moment was just y'all's reactions to everything as I threw the little, obvious and / subtle Easter eggs. There, especially Nick's face when I did the ringtone the first time. you can see the trauma reaction there. And again, for when it comes to Halfling Productions, if you like what you saw, make sure to hit that follow button. That way you can keep up with all the shows that happen between Wind Riders, Liminal Blink, Orlea, Queers, and is there one I'm missing? I think it's just a 4. If I'm missing one, sorry, Will. And I'll say the subscribe button as well. It's because all the money does help go back to the channel. Will, as well as some of our community, actually helped one of our players get a new laptop as their current device was not really helping them with streams. So that was really able to help them out. We will be doing a charity stream here as a crossover between my Stargate game and Orlea. We are currently working on a date for that as well as a charity. Which, speaking of charity, we are still raising money for the National Stuttering Association. So if you want to donate, make sure you hit that donate button. It's under the subscribe button there. Ooh, excuse me. And also the merch store. Because you saw me and Nick. I don't know if the rest of y'all saw the link that Will posted. But there's some pretty interesting merch, especially for tonight's one-shot. Because that literally had me breaking down laughing, Will. But there's some really cool stuff. Because there's literally, especially for like Liminal Blink, was Dan's show. There's like hoodies, sweatshirts that go like Murder Hobos 24 because his entire party is a bunch of murder hobos.
Mm-hmm.
There's now Dino Daddy. I can't believe I just fucking said that. But you'll be able to find that there as well. Make sure to join the Patreon as well. That we get access to all sorts of different homebrew that Will comes up with, like the subclass that one of our players is using in Orlea, which is a really fun one. It's a combination like Paladin and Warlock. It has some really cool stuff. Nick can attest to that because he's seen it in action. And you also get access to the Session 0 that we actually did for the Reign of Vecna, which, God, that was funny as hell. And I think that's about it, unless I'm missing something. No, that should be about it. Other than that, make sure you stick around as we rate an awesome creator. But we will see you guys next time.
Thanks for joining us for this Halfling Wizard production. Make sure to come back again soon to see what happens next. Right here, where adventure comes to life.